Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath, and we're getting close to the end of the series. I'm about ready to wrap it up, but they just announced, they just released a new update, and it adds nuclear winter. It says a new winter storm challenges the colony throughout its long duration. Build heaters to keep your shelters warm and stock up on food for its long duration. Embark on new kinds of quests and new combat options. Procure new superior quality items for your colonists, along with improved world map UI, statistics, new overlays, and balance changes. So it's introducing a couple of different things. There's temperature now and winter, right? 3-part winter. Start slowly, warning you of the impending cold, but when the winter storm hits, people start to get cold and even hypothermic if the player isn't prepared for it. New game mechanics, visuals, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, dropping temperatures and stuff, you're gonna have to figure that out now, I guess. Providing them with firewood and energy, upgrading both your shelters and clothing. New temperature overlay helps with finding possible issues, and the new protective clothing slows down the effects of freezing winter. We have new combat-centered quests. They've added superior items that work, I guess it's like a tier 3 item kind of thing. And there's new statistics views, soil fertility, temperature overlays, all sorts of stuff. Let's get into the save file again and see sort of what we're dealing here with this. So it says there's a mismatch with the save file in the current game version, or the file is corrupted. Loading the game may not work as intended. Great. Well, let's hope it does. So, nuclear winter, right? That's the new update, and there's a whole bunch of stuff we just talked about. So let's take a look at what this means for like the interface and what we're gonna see. Now, there are new quests on the map screen now. These are combat-centric quests. So we've got our three dudes here, right? We got Baron, Wheeler, and Mishka here on the map, and there are 3 locations. And this is sort of like a bandit ambush quest. I've already attacked this guy a couple of times here, so we're just going to go ahead and attack him one more time here. When you take down one of these locations, you're now getting loot every time you do it. It's never really necessarily what you need, but you get some stuff. Now, actually, I could use some parts, so that's going to work out really well. Also, some decent, you got some decent fuel there, too. Can't quite reach this guy. Let's see, he does 15 damage. This one does 15 damage as well. Let's have you go this way. We'll have the other 2 guys take this guy out, maybe. We're just going to take some shots here. Take him off the map. And Mishka is going to come and do the same. He's not exactly a fighter, but he does 25 damage, so not bad. All right, so you'll also notice that quest points have this little glowing purple aura on them now, which is pretty slick. And the locations on the map everything is just a little bit more polished too. I don't know if this is something that was in the patch notes or not, but I'm just noticing a little bit more fluidity, I guess. No pun intended, or whatever you want to call it, over the water, but the map just feels a little bit more fluid. There's also additional icons and stuff that appear. So you can see that my guy who's scavenging right now for some components, much needed components. There's this little icon above his head that's kind of spinning around. And then there's also this interface here has changed the way it looks as well too. So we're trying to get a bunch of components, which are super necessary because we're completely out in the camp now, which we'll take a look at that in a second. But I've got various different component sites that I've found over in this area. I just revealed this area. Also some parts and stuff here too. Parts are a little bit more valuable now. They're a little bit more useful than they used to be. And components are like stupid essential. So let's go, let you do that. Let you go here and get this. Even more components over here now. So we're going to be bringing back a lot. And then I think I'm going to take you out of this station wagon, and let's have you go and get the firewood, which is also going to be very important to get. Like, stupid useful. Firewood. Let's talk about that just a little bit. Back in the colony view. Hey, so there's a lot of stuff that's happened. All right. I've been playing on for a bit. Been making some stuff happen. And I've been trying to move the progress of the colony along, but I want to also update you on what's happened. So the library is built now. That didn't take much, just delivering resources, but it's here. And we've got some extra stuff on the map. You might notice a couple of things that are different. We'll talk about those in a second. I've also added the movie theater, and people can come here for, for pleasure, I guess, for happiness. Now, I don't have it staffed because I'm shorthanded on carriers. I'm kind of hoping we get more carriers, but I don't have it staffed. The happiness buildings are... Well, I guess the game arcade is. Yeah, we've unlocked the game arcade is here as well. So there you go. And I'm also adding some additional power stuff here, but I can't actually build it until I get the components. So I've sunk in a lot of parts to get these in. But components are still a problem. There's just no way to make them. And it sucks that there's no way to make them, because that means that there's an actual point in the game where you just simply can't continue, because you'll run out of components. We've got a whole bunch of new houses up here. So these are the 2-story houses, the most comfortable houses in the game, right? So we've got 3 of those up now, and I'm starting to build even more of them. I've taken down the tents, the temporary housing that was over here, and the tents and stuff, and I'm slowly removing these little shanties and stuff too. In fact, I think I want to demolish this one as well. We have spare housing space, so I can afford to drop these. And we can pop in some of these 2-story houses instead, just providing additional housing for people. Whoa, hello. Put this right. I think we'll put it right here. Leave a little bit of gap back there. You can put some decorative stuff there, maybe. So pop that house there. Now this is, of course, going to be very wood heavy, and we're not doing good for wood. We got a little bit of time. Also, the music is quite loud. Let me just... I'm on Skylights as our radio station, which is kind of nice and relaxing, but it's also a little bit loud. So I'm just going to go ahead into audio settings real quick and just kill that for a bit. There we go. Okay. So we're looking at this house here. Now, this path is kind of jutting into where I need if I want to make another house. So let me just pop another 2-story house over top of that path. Now I have to remake the path. When remaking the path, why don't I just use the paved roads? Yeah. So I'll show you where all this stuff came from too. I don't want to seem like this is wow, you really skipped ahead on us. I'm filling you in on where it is. If you're new to the game, don't be lost. You'll be caught up in a second. So paved roads, right? That's a thing now. I don't have anybody staffed on my protective detail because we just got raided. And I've also dealt with 4 meteor showers, 3 magnetic storms, raids, right? I've been dealing with all that stuff. But the reason why I've played a whole bunch before this video is because I really want to show you Nuclear Winter. I want to have the opportunity to show that to you. And the game is going to give you a little bit of time. To my understanding, it's going to give you a little bit of time before it hits you with a Nuclear Winter, because there's additional requirements to make sure your people are safe. And those requirements are requirements. All right, they're not additional options. Your colony will flat out die if you don't take steps to stop Nuclear Winter. Okay, here's a couple of the steps. We've got 2 new things. First, doesn't require any research as far as I know. I might be wrong on that. And that they're both in the health section. So this is the burner. Used during a winter storm. Burner is a simple heater designed for small communities. The blaze is enough to keep closest areas warm and prevents more distant buildings from freezing completely. It heats up workspaces and shelters and prevents shoreline buildings from freezing. Okay? Notice how it uses 5 firewood per day, the same as a sauna. Each of these use the same wood as a sauna. If I click one of the burners, you'll see their ranges, their zones. The red area is comfortable, while the yellow area is just warm enough to prevent people from freezing in it, okay? Now, there's also a couple of other ones where there is no yellow zone, all right? I don't know why there's no yellow zone. It makes no sense. I mean, heat is heat, regardless of its source, but okay. So this is a radiator. Now, it's not built yet because I'm still waiting for components. Components are, stupid important now, okay? That's why I really hope they implement a way to make them, because finding them exclusively on the map sucks. All right, until there is a way to make components, this game will never have the longevity of a true sandbox. As far as I'm aware, that's my opinion. So I've got a whole bunch of people getting stuff now, and we're all gonna hop in this car and take like over 100 components. I think we got 39 here, right? This interface is actually kind of nice how it breaks it down. But we have 39 total components here, 39 total components here, 28 total components here. So we're going on pretty close to like 100 components we're going to be bringing back, which is nice. And then more firewood. Now firewood, right now we're at 7, right as I zoom over. And notice how firewood now has its own section in the top bar. In fact, the top bar has changed considerably. And we'll look at that now too. Firewood has its own section because it's so important now. And also because it's so important, I have more people working this, all right? I have multiple logging camps that have started, right? I've got the base one that I've been using down here, and they're trying to get some firewood right there. They've also got this one and this one running. We've got this one running, right? And they're all staffed and working. And then I've got this one running, all right? So I've got a lot of firewood stuff going on. And it's because each of these burners are going to be using the same wood as a sauna. And the saunas are also simultaneously using it, and so are the cookhouses and the mess hall. Like, you need a lot of firewood, right? Now, you'll notice my food problems are solved. Like, that's it. The mess hall plus, the 2 cookhouses and stuff. Our farming and stuff is going pretty good now. I still cannot butcher any chickens from this pen, but I can also I can butcher them from this pen. So I've been basically butchering them from here. I'll basically wipe this entire pen. This is how I've been doing it. I'll go like this. Whoops. I'll go like this. I'll wipe, pretty much wipe this pen, and then I'll take this one and I'll shift them. I'll split them off to a different ranch, basically. So I'll move the chickens over there. And then over time, they'll, repopulate and they're good to go. And they're also giving me eggs and stuff too, which is great for meals and stuff. So that. And then I've got 2 ranches with cows. I can also, if I choose to, butcher all the cows in one and then shift the spare from this pen over to that one if I want to later as well. So like, for example, I'll just butcher 2 out of 3. Now there's only 1 here, so they won't repopulate. So I'll need to move like 2 of these over to the new ranch, stuff like that. What else? Farms are pretty steady. I'm only kind of putting 1 in there at a time. And then it looks like burial pits, not, you got some dead people. I'm trying to hopefully get them done. I don't know. Get them going where they need to be. So the burners, right? 5 per day. They're used as storage too. So people will gradually store these up. I think up to 10. So that's 2 days worth of firewood in each of these, hopefully. But if you don't want to have the firewood, and if you don't want to have like the constant labor that's associated with having firewood all the time, then you need to get these. This does require research. So we come over to, I don't remember which one it is, maybe Colony. Paved roads, by the way. It's weird where it's located, and this is why I didn't see it at first. I kind of skipped over the remembrance. This is the memorial. We'll look at that in a second. I skipped over this because I didn't really care about it, but pavement is like unlocked after that. Very strange. In any case, we're looking for... I thought it was in this zone, but now I'm starting to think maybe it's in production. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, it does. It's right here. Production. Powered heaters. I feel like this should be a colony thing. But in any case, powered heaters is research. It's right before wind power 2 now. And basically it says burning wood to heat a growing colony is labor and resource intensive. Yes. Moving towards powered centralized heating frees up colonists to do other more important tasks elsewhere. So this is sort of where you want to be eventually. And that's what these radiators do. They're pretty expensive to build, but they work off your existing power grid. They suck down 6 power each, and they keep everything in its radius comfortable. Except they don't have this yellow zone, which I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense that they don't have the yellow zone, but okay. I'm out of carriers again. Great, everybody's just dying. Perfect. Old age. It's also kind of weird how the game is working here too. I've been moving people into comfortable houses, and all of a sudden births have stopped. Like, we have 11 children, I guess, so I guess I'll put my foot in my mouth now, because last time I checked it was like 4. So I guess birds have started again, but it's just sort of weird that my population has gone down with expanding housing. Haven't liked that. The recycler is done, and I guess I can have you come over here, but I don't really need you to work plastic, so we're gonna have to do just one person on this. And now I have 5 carriers. Okay, good. Are people like growing up now, or what's going on? I don't know. Let's do the road raid here. So this is the quest on the map. And it looks to me like you guys are done. So this guy's all done. He's got this exclamation point above his head. When we click him, it now gives you a summary of what's happened. So you can know or remember exactly what's been scavenged from this site. 34 wood was done in 1 day. And of course, now he has all of his turns again. He's got 70 health, and it'd be kind of cool to grab these guns, but he's going to take 15 damage per day, and it's going to take him 3 days to do that. It might be better to have somebody else do that task. Somebody like her, for example, with 110%. She has more health, but for the sake of getting this done, I think I might just have him do it, because we're gonna bring everybody back in the car anyway. So why don't we just have you go get the guns? He'll take damage every day, and it sucks. But so everyone's taking damage, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of components, get them in the car, and take them back home. Now we've also got the combat stuff, so let's go ahead and get this done. Of course, these guys are gonna take damage too. Pretty much everybody's taking damage on all their tasks, and that's okay. I mean, they're useless in the camp. I really wish specialists were allowed to do things in the camp. Like carrier tasks, right? That should be a perk. It really should be a benefit. These guys, it's just an opinion, right? But these guys should be useful when they're not in the map. They should serve as just basic carriers. They should do everything a carrier does when they're not in the map, right? Find the next convoy. So we're getting some oil as well as 10 medicine. Now, where's all that stuff out here, right? The top bar. Right, it's not. Let's bring you down here, I guess. The top bar is different now, right? Firewood used to be under planks, but that's now more important, so it has its own section. It's been moved way over here for some reason. It's a little bit weird, but all right. And then also things like junk and fiber and fuel. You might notice that stuff is just not visible up here anymore. And weapons have been pulled out from underneath tools, and that has its own section now. You may also notice for tools, we have basic tools, durable tools, and now superior tools. Clothing also has basic, sturdy, and protective clothing, and weapons with its own section now has hunting rifles, shotguns, and automatic rifles. So we can look at all that stuff too. But all the other stuff that you used to see has been shoved all the way to the right in this other tab. And I guess that's just because this stuff gets collected, but it's not regularly referenced or used a lot. So they just didn't feel like having it take up more space, which I guess makes sense. Although like fiber used to be right on the main bar, so that makes sense. Junk was under metal. So that kind of makes sense to move it. But I wonder what their reason was for moving fuel. I don't know, maybe the cars aren't being used very much. That's probably what it is. And anyway, so we have all these guys. I think I'm gonna have you start heading back. And then you guys are all done. Yeah, okay, cool. Back to the colony. So if I could get some more carriers, that'd be great, because I don't want to get raided. I'd like to staff at least one here. Just one, so it won't yell at me. And you can always staff these too. Unless you're raided by surprise, they usually will come out here and you'll have some sort of dialogue, or at least a countdown. So if you're paying attention to your gate, you have time to like staff everybody here right away. And then hopefully people who are staffed have guns. So we have a shotgun on this person. Big business. Van has arrived at the gate and he wants to give me tools in exchange for fiber, which seems like a pretty great deal. I would love it if you had some more planks and stuff, but this is too big of a gamble because I don't know what else he has. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this trade. Just get the tools for the time being. But I would really love to have more carriers. I'm gonna unstaff her actually. How about we Plastic extractor is not even being used. Neither is the concrete extractor anymore. This zone over here, I would like to get a radiator put in, which isn't going to be necessarily useful yet, but it's going to make all this stuff warm, which is a pretty good idea, I think. So why don't we just, I think we'll put it right here. Should we try to cover that pump? I don't think we can actually get both. Yeah, because I also want to get the fish and stuff. So we'll pop this right here. And again, they'll start building this, but we do not have components. It's highlighted in red here, right? So it shows me that I have supply to do a lot of these things, but I don't have any for this. So we're still working on that. Are these guys ready to go again? Wow, cool. We'll send you back to the camp, right? Yeah, we'll send you back to the camp here. Let's have you guys go ahead and take this guy out. Find a little bit here. I don't want anybody to get really low on health, because if we do get raided, but so I'm trying to like spread the damage out amongst you two, just so we don't have one person that's really injured. Dead. Let's go see what it is. The final raid is usually pretty good as far as what you get from it. In this case, we're going to get some superior tools, very nice, as well as 40, I guess, jerky, and then 60 fuel. So that's a pretty good haul, and then we'll just have you guys report back to camp to heal up. So that was the quest. This guy's just got 33 components, very nice. We'll have you get back in the car. Yeah, you have 40 health. We're not going after the fun boxes. Get back in the car. What else? We got our scavenger here with 39. That's pretty good. Let's have you drive the car to her, just so she can get in the car this turn. And actually, you know, you got 75 health left. You know, yeah, you got 75 health left. I think we can actually go after some of this stuff. Like, the parts would be really useful. Let's just have you go get this. The car will stay kind of in this little central zone for her, because she's going to get stuff pretty fast. He's got 2 days left, and he's got 2 days left. She can probably grab... I think she can probably grab all this stuff. Oh, it's 5 days. You can only get 9 per day. Ouch, you're going to take 50 damage from this. Well, that won't kill you, so okay. You'll be all right. Cool. So what else has been done while you guys are away? Yeah, libraries built, movie theater, and the game arcade. We're a little bit light on power, and that's why we're going after all those components. And pretty much everything that we're trying to construct right now needs components. 7 carriers, my gosh. Did I build another warehouse yet? No. So this thing's been bugging me to build another warehouse, and I've decided I'm going to build one right here. This little area right here. Seems like an okay spot. Just kind of like, yeah, like that. And then all the roads we build now, I'm building paved roads. It doesn't seem like it takes extra time to build a paved road. I might be wrong on that, but it doesn't seem like it takes any extra time. So you can see this road here is all paved now. These are high traffic roads. A lot of people use this little path, so this is the first one I went ahead and did. Also, this music track has some, it sounds anyway like it has some lyrics. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, because I would very much like to not have to compete with someone else talking. This radio station, though, is kind of nice. I'll turn the music up on this one. So yeah, we've got like 3 people now working in the mechanic shop to convert a lot of that junk into parts, because we've been needing it. And because we're really short on power, I can't actually have all of my buildings working, because they will suck down power. Although the library can be staffed pretty easily, but this one here uses 12 power, and I don't have enough. So if I occupy somebody in this building, we'll end up, once it's used, we're going to end up with a power deficit. 2-story houses. Pretty cool. All done. See? It's more comfortable. Now go have babies, please. It's only 11 children. Nuclear fallout. This is not the same as a winter. Darn it. I was really hoping to give you guys some winter. This is actually the first nuclear fallout we've had. The whole colony, man. This is the first one we've ever had. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? I think I'm going to cancel construction of this. And by I think, I mean I just did. Because we don't really need the lightning rods all that much. This one is done. Yeah, look at this. It's got like a... What is this? Like a caution, don't enter sort of thing going on with it. But this one's done. And I just want to say it's a little bit misleading, though. The radius on this isn't great. And what I mean by that is this building is actually not protected by this. All right, I'm going to say this again. This building right here is not protected by this. The last 2 magnetic storms I've had has been pummeling this building. I don't know why, but the last 2 have pummeled this. I've had to repair it. Okay, so this is not working to protect this. Very weird. I really wish they would consider having these radiuses larger. They're just not balanced well. In my opinion, the radiuses are insignificant. It doesn't make building this giant, expensive structure worth it. It's more useful to me, I think anyway, it's more useful to just repair stuff than it is to build this huge, expensive structure. Because look at how much this stuff costs. Where is this? Lightning rod. Look at the expenses on this. 30 metal for each of these. Plus valuable components. And then you still have to like repair the lightning rod as well. Like this is going to get damaged too. You have to repair that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. People are coming back. Nice. Specialist has returned, hopefully with some good stuff. Let's have you scavenge parts. You're done now. 28 components and also a little bit of silver from that as well. Pretty cool. You managed to get the shotguns and a little bit of silver. So they get some money for this stuff too. I'm going to have the car drive to you guys. Get you all in the vehicle. But this is like, it's going to go down, right? The durability is not lasting. So probably what I should do here is have you're going to have to walk back to the car. Because if I go back to get you, the car probably goes down. The car probably loses its durability before it can get back to camp. So honestly, I probably should just leave her behind. She's going to walk back. She'll probably scavenge this too, or at least scout this. Yeah, scout it to see what's there, but she won't have a whole lot of health to scavenge. So we'll have the car actually work its way back now. Looks like it'll take 4 turns. I don't know, its durability's not as good as I thought. These guys are going to drive back now without her, and she'll just... Because they have the components, and I need those components. Let's see, what else did I want to show you guys? Was there anything else? I mean, I think you're all caught up. We're at a stage of the game right now where it's really just about... I don't know, I want to say incremental stuff, but yeah, it's kind of like... I don't know, the advancements you make to your colony aren't the most exciting, necessarily, until we get the winter, and then it becomes crazy. You need repairs? The burner needs repaired? It's weird. It's got 10 firewood in storage. So until these all have 10 firewood in storage, they'll store 2 days worth of firewood in these. And until they're all full, your firewood supply is going to get drained hard. But once they're all full, I guess as long as you're providing your saunas, then you're all right. And, you know, I'm almost tempted to make another sauna. If I can get all these fire pits filled, then I might make another sauna. Also, our coverage is a little bit lacking in this area. So I might want to make an extra one. It should be a radiator, though. I don't want to use an extra... Yeah, let's see. Can we cover these with a radiator? It's hard to get them, but this technically... this house is not going to get covered. What do we got here? All I see here are more carriers. So let's go. Get them in here. I see more carriers. And that means 7, which is nice. Nuclear fallout is coming quickly. We have 4 colonists suffering from serious mutations. Well, get them in there and let's treat them. They're mutating. Okay. You know, I'm wondering, like, the burner has a bigger radius for some reason, so maybe we just put the burner here instead. That would at least prevent that from freezing. I really don't like this. I don't like that the burners have a bigger radius than the powered thing, but it's kind of necessary here, I think. So why not? It's firewood, though. I'd really rather not. But actually, to be honest, if I'm going to use the radiator, it's more expensive to build by a lot. And it's going to consume power, which means I'm going to need to have one of the... I'm going to need to build transformers to extend the power grid out this way, too. Right, so we'll need a transformer here just to provide the power for the radiator here, and then that radiator won't cover this house. Won't cover the tenement. But maybe people won't die. You know? Maybe they won't die. Maybe it'll be okay. Obviously, our crops, if we can harvest them now after they're already irradiated, that would be great. I totally didn't tell them to harvest these crops. Oh yeah, harvest now, guys, go. I mean, I'm not short on food, so whatever. Yeah, we got the... I was really hoping to see the winter, not the fallout. But we will see a winter, for sure. Like, we're gonna see it. I'm not gonna, like, end the series before we've dealt with a winter, all right? But getting these guys back, these specialists, getting them back and seeing those components, I still need those. Here we go. Come on, car, you can do it. How much durability? 27? You can make it. Ah, you got this. No problem. And then she's going to bring back some parts and stuff, but that'll take a little longer. At least we'll get that initial spurt. That initial supply of components will really help. All of these guys are back inside? Yeah, okay, good. And then, 103 population with 11 children. So I want to see population growth. I want to see more carriers. I need to get that up. I know, like, this is a complete opposite. I've seen the light now, okay, though? I know the importance of carriers. Thanks. Should I just let the chickens exist? I mean, they're giving us eggs, right? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The irradiated stuff. Hang on. You. Let's treat people. Let's treat people. I know that means no more carriers. Or less carriers, but... let's get it done. We have the medical supplies, so we should be using it. Yeah, medicine's here. Plus superior tools are here now. That's cool. 13 superior tools. Very good. Now that we have a good metal supply too, it's probably a good idea to have our tool makers, which is here. Well, we're trying to get it staffed anyway. Let's have you guys make durable tools, because we have more metal now. And then, isn't there another tool maker? Oh, right, you're not staffed. Yeah, let's have you make durable tools. That'll suck down the metal, but we have a lot more, so okay. We just want them to last a lot longer. If you want a comparison of how much supplies stuff takes, so if you look at the basic tools, it will take 2 metal and creates 1 in a cycle. All of these things create 1 in a cycle. This will take double, so that's 4. And then the superior tools take 6 plus parts to make. So that's also pretty expensive in that way too. But I'm gonna go to durability, because I don't really care to use the... although, you know, like, it's not that much more metal, and they both have high durability, right? But their efficiency is higher, and this speeds up their work if they have this. So yeah, let's make the superior tools. We might as well. We have the infrastructure in place for, you know, metal and parts. We might as well. And honestly, I'm thinking probably, do we really need any more? This is the high priority one. There's 2 people working here. We might be fine with only having 1 mechanic shop running. So let's pause this and get our power overhead. And now we can afford that power on these happiness buildings. Yay, happiness. Everyone likes happiness, right? They should anyway. We're getting rid of the irradiation now, of being irradiated. And did we get... are these guys all... oh, they've returned. Nice, they've returned, which means carriers, let's get to work. Let's get those components. Yes. Oh, that's good. Oh, look at all the glowing helpers. Everyone is glowing. We don't even need lights. Who needs street lights? You just glow, and then you're your own light. There you go. You are your own light. Who needs these electric decorations? Impressive decorations. We'll get some of those. It's fine. Also, like electronics and circuits and stuff. That sounds like... I don't know if that's something we should use. Oh, and then we have this too. So this is... these are shotguns. These are out of order now. It's very weird. Shotguns is like your mid-tier. And then the simple rifle is like your tier 1. And then you have automatic rifles. So the regular hunting rifle takes 5 metal, 3 parts. And then the shotgun is 10 metal and 6 parts. And if you want to go all the way to the automatic rifle, it's very powerful. Now you're getting into weapons that take components. Very expensive. And like, I really hope their durability is better if that's what we're going to be making. I really hope that that's better. We'll resume this. I'm going to make 1 automatic rifle just so I have one. But other than that, like, I don't know if I'm making a whole lot more. We're going to put the large wind turbine. Now we're just waiting for a builder. I don't need to wait for a builder. You, come build this. That's going to add to our power grid, which is going to be nice for our new radiators. So let's maybe put it... Can I fit the radiator, like, right here? It'd be really sweet if I could fit that right here. Just won't quite let me do it. No, I can't do it there. That sucks. Well, if it's over here, I'm wasting half the radius, and I'd really not like to not do that. What about taking this tenement down and moving the houses? I think that's probably what we're going to do. Let's take down this tenement. We'll replace it with a house. But mostly we're repositioning it so I can put the heater here. So the radiator is going to go right as far over as it can, right here. Right there. And then we'll replace this with a 2-story house. Right here against the road. Right like that. There we go. And it's also right against this road anyway, so we don't even have to replace roads here. That's pretty nice. Cool. All right, we'll get that done, hopefully, for the builders. And we have a new quest. It says Radio Star. Great. Long-distance communications were severely hit in the aftermath. As TVs, radio stations, and telephones fell silent, people became more isolated than ever. Some of the more industrious survivors have been trying to restore basic comms between societies with little luck. So, when a faint crackling signal started repeating a set of coordinates in your transceiver, everyone was rather interested. Also surprised, because that's what it says. So let's take a look at it. Should be near my camp. I really wish they would let me zoom out on this map. Like, zooming in is nice, and it's like, cool, I love the details, thanks. This is aesthetically pleasing. Being able to zoom in is nice. I'd actually like to be able to zoom in closer. That'd be cool too. But the useful one would be allowing me to zoom out further than this. Because having to do this to find my people sucks. I mean, I guess I can just click her portrait and it zooms right to it. But how do I do that for the camp? Or like this right here. This is check the coordinates. I should be able to click this and have it zoom me to the coordinates, but it doesn't, right? I think I've said that before too. All right, she is going to make the long trek back to camp because she is wounded. But we are needing to go here. And this is a radio communication thing, so I think it's probably a good idea to send maybe a scientist. We'll send Turbine to it. He's got 100% health. And we're finally stockpiling firewood. That feels really good. Can we do, or sorry, do we need any more burners? I'm covering almost everything. Ironically, not. It's not really ironic, is it? Unfortunately, not the water supply, but that one tank freezes, kind of whatever. This stuff over here could probably use a little bit of protection, but this is in the power grid, so if I'm going to do stuff over here, I probably should at least do the radiator, because this is all powered already, so why don't we put a radiator here? Maybe here. I just can't quite... It's so weird how they've decided the burner should have a bigger radius, you know? Like, the burning firewood is better than a powered radiator. And yet, it kind of is. I guess we'll put it about here. Because it covers... It kind of covers everything. It doesn't cover this stuff over here. Like, I can't cover everything with this. This is close. I don't know if it actually gets those 2 scrapyards though. So I'm gonna do it here instead. That just means more. No, it's in the power grid. As soon as it's built, it has no ongoing maintenance. Like that needs to be a thing. But it's really valuable components. How long am I gonna keep these running though? Like the sources where you guys are going. Where are you going? Like you're taking, there's 41 metal scrap here now, and this one over here has 44. I mean, there's a pretty good amount of scrap there, I guess, but we'll see. If we need to build it, we'll build it. If we don't need to build it, then, you know, whatever. But I think another sauna might be a good idea. Because, you know, people need to... I think if I built the sauna instead of the burner, like it's the same, what do you call it? It's the same firewood usage, but it's more useful. Can this not fit anywhere in here? It's just a little bit too wide. Darn it. All right. Well, I don't want to make another water. I'm trying not to make more water here. I guess I could put it here. No, still can't put it here. What about back here? It's something that creates pollution, so I kind of don't want it near my food. I was hoping to put it right here, but I guess I'm going to need another water tank. I could put it here. That's right next to the nuclear waste, though, which I guess is fine since they're both creating it, and it's right next to maintenance anyway. We could put it here, and then by doing this, we want to build a water tank. We'll build like this little water tower next to it, back here like this. And then now that we have that stuff in the area, it's more suitable. It's more justified to put a radiator here. And we'll put it over here like this. Yeah, right along the path there. Okay, and then the maintenance depot will have your work area expanded so that you cover all of this stuff. It's probably better to do that anyway. And yeah, that'll be it. So these construction projects will make sense. Extra saunas is good. And then the firewood can be used in that sauna instead of a burner, and we'll have the radiator working. That's very good. We have the capacity to educate 14 children at once. And we never really have 14 children. And people die just as quickly as they are born. So I feel like my population is almost capped near 100, you know? Because I have great health care. I know it says 15 colonists are irradiated, but we just had a nuclear fallout, right? And I don't know why they're not visiting the hospitals. Like, look at the... Oh, this is paused. Oh, shoot. That was paused the whole time. Great. Well, again, I mean, I have 3 staffed in this one and it's working, but I don't know why the irradiated people aren't visiting the field hospitals. They should be getting in here and getting treatment, but they're not. But I don't need you staffed here. We'll just pause this. Having 3 in here should be enough. Should be. Are you in this? You're in a loop again, aren't you? I think you're in a loop again. Hopefully not. Okay, we're building another large wind turbine. We can have all the stuff on at once now. Very good. More than enough power. We're waiting for wood. We're completely out of wood now. You know, I've been considering dropping another sawmill for a little bit. Because having more building supplies, right? And I'm thinking, where is it? Right over here. We have the power now to support this, but I don't have the land. This transformer's in a real shitty spot for me. And I think I'd like to move it, to be honest. I wish there was a way to easily do that without, you know, it wouldn't be realistic if there was a way to just move a transformer. It says it's protected, doesn't it? Doesn't this tower, doesn't it say that's protected? I feel like it's supposed to be. Like, this blue area is the area of protection. But I don't think it is. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I like the color grid, but Anti-catastrophe is purple. This seems like it's in that zone. I don't know. I'm going to put this here instead. So we're going to have this be a high priority for now. And then we'll go ahead and disassemble this. I think you're in range of this one. So I think you'll still be powered even if I take this out. Because I'm kind of hoping. So we'll mark this for demolition. And I think you're still powered. But now that that's demolished, we can install a new sawmill right here. Yeah, right next to this. No way. It still won't fit? Wow, this is interfering with it now. Yeah, is it the marker? No, it can't be that. Why is this? It's like the pathing in front of that. It's so annoying. Like required pathing, even though it's not blocking it. So I still can't put this here, even though I moved that. What a waste of supplies that was. I mean, I got some back, but that's... Yeah, what a waste. The sawmill, man. Where am I going to put the sawmill then? Is there any way to rotate this into position? No, like it just won't fit here. It's so big. I really want another sawmill. We could put it out this way, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. Stick it out here. After all that, we'll probably find something else to put in that spot then. Is this a path? Yeah. This is all a path, so we could stick it right here. And everybody can just be happy now. Hopefully. Pick this road. Go this way. Now I have to pave this. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Whatever. I'll just pave this too. So what am I sticking here? It's in range of power. We could put something here. How about we put the arena? Happiness boost. Let people fight it out. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, good luck with that. It's even bigger. Maybe the arena will be on the outskirts of town, you know? Like the Forbidden Fight Club. Ooh, it looks like it'll fit right here. That's kind of awesome. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm in for that. Right on the... What? What? It's... The fence is here? It's gonna... Oh, it's gonna let me go through the fence. That's okay with me, actually. Because, like, the fence goes up to the edge, and then there's a wall right here. And the fence is, like, within this wall. So, it doesn't really... Yeah, no, I think it'll fit. We'll let it go. It's kind of weird that it lets that happen, but all right, cool. I totally forgot about this. Let's get you two here. Completely forgot. At least she's walking back. You know, she's kind of on autopilot. All right, cool. Should we call it a day on this video? I think so. I'm not quite ready to end the series yet. I want to explore this a little bit. I want to make sure... Oh, you're not in the power grid. Right, because I didn't actually make the transformer. Yeah. I still have to make a transformer here. You know, like, I'd love to have the transformer just, like, do the job. You know? Like, look at this. It's just outside of range now. This will cover it. Yeah, this covers it. Like, right next to the other one. Perfect. Great. It's very useful. Or I just do something like this. It says... You said the zones have to cover, right? So... That is highlighting now. It does visually tells me that that's going to be covered. So I'm going to trust it. And then I'm going to go one in just to make sure. No, I'm going to trust it. What am I going to put right there? All right. I'm not quite ready to end it. I'm having a good time and I want to experience the winter. So when we come back for the next one, been playing this for like 3 hours. You can see we've progressed a little bit, right? I mean, there's a lot more food and, you know, there's extra buildings, extra research has been done. I know I skipped ahead just a little bit for you, but it was all in the name of trying to get winter and it still hasn't shown up. So at least we're prepared-ish, I think. We almost have every piece of research done. Food would be good. I went ahead and got delicacies and coated hoppers so we could start maybe doing bread and a mill and stuff. We can look at that next time. And then organized kitchens is a good way to get more people in that cookhouse. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. If you liked the video, I hope you know what to do. And you know, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon, but I'm not quite ready to do it yet. We'll see you next time. Bye.